Welcome back, guys. We are going to be reviewing another review today. Today we are finally going to be reviewing the Boogeyman. This is the 2023 version that I'm going to call it. And first off, if you guys seen it, then great. If you guys have not seen it, then I'm going to give you guys my opinion like I always do. So either way, overall, what I think about this film, it honestly was not as good as I originally hoped. So the entire basis around this film is very basic. You have this character by the name of Sadie and her sister Blair. They lose their mother to, I'm assuming some kind, it was a car accident. And their father is a therapist, and he's having them go to therapy by another therapist to deal with the issues. And then you have where it's already being shown that the younger sister is already being stalked by this unknown entity. And in the beginning of the film, you see where this entity is already going after another family. And you see at some point in the film, this man that was the husband of this family goes to the dad for therapy. And the dad thinks, of course, he's nuts. And the guy, unfortunately, starts, he dies in the home, and they think it's a suicide. And throughout the entirety of the film, you're trying to figure out what is this thing's main goal. And we find out through the entirety of the film, because guys, I'm going to be blunt, this film was very slow. It was not very well paced. It was boring. And I had a hard time keeping my focus on this film. I'm going to be honest. I was very just bored with this movie. I cannot stand the way they did this film, because I did not get the whole purpose of what they were trying to do. Now, the entirety of the film, you see where the older sister is dealing with her friends, or so-called friends, and they don't want nothing to do with her because they think she's a freak, that she's trying to figure out, what happened to her mom, why did her mom die. She's still trying to have a relationship with her mother, even beyond death. She misses her mom, and that's very understandable. And the younger sister, she's trying to fight off this unknown entity and does not know what it is, and she's scared. And what we find out is the older sister somehow finds information on this thing by the mother of the children that was killed, and she basically finds out that if you don't pay attention to them and you don't give them the love and treatment that they need and want, then this thing is going to somehow, feed on that, and then it's going to go after your kids. And when this occurs, the dad honestly doesn't really care. He's being very he's trying to deal with the death of his wife, but he's not wanting to be there for his kids. And what we see is the dad doesn't really believe them until almost the very end of the damn movie. I'm gonna be honest. And the sister, it takes a while for her to figure it out of what this thing is. And the little sister, she pretty much does try to fight off this thing on her own in a small way. But again, the way they wrote this was just, I don't know what to say, dude. I mean, there was moments in this film, man, where it's like, what the hell? But to try to get to the basis of it, it really didn't get good till about 25-30 minutes in, what was left of this film. Because you see where the one that was the survivor from the other family draws in the older sister, uses her as bait, tries to kill off this monster. It doesn't work, kills her. The older sister runs, try to go home, and because the sister was attacked earlier in the dark playing video games, which again, that in itself is stupid. And it makes me wonder what the hell was going on. And what we also see is the sister starts running to the house, and when this happens, the dad is on the phone, and he's right near the door, and it's dark, and he should know better. and him and his daughter gets pulled in, and now the older sister comes, finds her baby sister, and they have to find their dad and fight off this monster. And they have to use whatever they have to fight off the monster because the monster does not like light, obviously. And we see this weird notion of right when it seems like they're about ready to die because the oldest daughter has been trying to communicate with her mom, and somehow or other the mom finally does communicate because we see a glimpse of the mother when she's trying to make contact with her in the basement, and you see her face like for a quick instant, and then we see her where the flame is moving to the left or the right, and what we see is, I guess, the spirit of the mom helping to protect her family. And between her and the daughter using a spray and a lighter, that's how she's able to kill this thing, or supposedly kill this thing. The house burns, and then it ends with them all going to therapy. They're about ready to leave, and then you hear the therapist say the oldest daughter's name. She goes in there, she's not in there, and you hear this noise, and the therapist comes out and says, "Hey, did you forget something? What do you need?" And then she just closes the door. And that's how the movie ends. So, the entirety of the film, man, I just want to sit there and go, what the hell were y'all thinking? Because, again, I'm not really blaming the actors. Because, again, I am going to give credit to where credit's due. Because we have two actors that were on something beforehand. We have, of course, who played the younger sister, Vivian Lara Blair, who was the young version of Leia in Obi-Wan. And we have Sophie Thatcher, who played the older sister, Sadie, who played in Book of Boba Fett. Now, again, she didn't play the best role in there or even here, in my opinion. And even I think the one that played, the one that played the younger sister, I think she could have been given a better role. I think she's a good actress for someone her age. I think that she probably could have passed on this movie. I think this was just a money grab, and I really doubt that this movie was that good because the story was not good, didn't make sense. I think the script was absolutely horrible. The acting was not that bad. It just made you want to go, okay, what's going on? Like, why are y'all even in this film? And it was a bad movie, man. I really would not recommend this film to nobody. I really wouldn't, because they missed out on so many amazing opportunities. Because there's an opportunity in the film where the older sister has an argument with a so-called friend of hers, and she's right near a door that's full of darkness, and she could just pull this thing, could just pull her and kill her, but they don't do that. Or why would you have no lights on in the damn house when your daughter is scared of this, and you're gonna leave it on, and next thing you know, this damn thing is gonna attack your daughter in the dark, and all you have is a TV on with an unknown game? That's just stupid. I'm sorry. And then you have this ball of light that the daughter is holding, and she rolls it, and you only see the thing like once or twice, and she didn't have like a flashlight or something. It's just, there's so many plot holes where it made you wonder, what the hell were you doing? And it made me go, what the hell? And this was based on The Boogeyman by Stephen King. I mean, come on. This movie sucked. I don't know what to say, guys. It sucked. It was horrible. It was not a good film. This film should have never happened. Because if you're going to say, let's remake Boogeyman, I'm sorry, the first Boogeyman sucked. The second Boogeyman sucked. The only good one was the third one. The Boogeyman is a paranormal entity that was made up and is supposed to be scary. This was not scary. This was not whatever. This was a travesty. I don't know what to tell you. It just made me go, what the hell? And I feel bad for the actors in this, man. I really do. I feel bad for the audience and the actors. I would not watch this movie again. I wouldn't. I mean, there's so many plot holes. We don't even know why this thing even exists. We don't even know why it does what it does. We don't know where it comes from. We don't know crap about this entity. and yet you don't answer anything. So what is the point? So I don't know, guys. Like I said, the Boogeyman for this year, just it wasn't a good film. I highly recommend you do not watch this film. I did not like this film. But if you want to watch it, that is up to you. I'm not here to say, oh, hey, watch this. Oh, don't watch that. At the end of the day, you're going to make your own decision. If you want to watch it, great. If not, that's fine too. If you enjoyed this movie, great. If you didn't, that's fine too. I did not enjoy this movie. I didn't. And that should be fine. But if you guys did, that's perfectly fine too. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did not like this film. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little rant, I guess you'd say. But I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And as always, I've seen you guys on the very next one.